Hey, real quick. I want to talk today about self-worth, self-value. And I hear so many times how the conversation, which I really don't want to get too deep in, but, the men being the prize and, what that details. And I just want ladies to reinforce of what it is to have self-value and to have self-worth and what makes you different from the rest, why you can stand proudly with sureness of understanding why you're so valuable. And the simple answer that I can come up with is that you know who you are. And so many times we are so concerned with the physical and the financial part that we can run circles around. We know how to get to the bag. We know how to get the body right. But when it comes to the emotional and when it comes to your spiritual, your mindset, we fall short. And we think that the more things that we get, the more things that we accomplish, that somehow will super exceed the emptiness from within. That would take up that depression. That would take up that I'm not happy. And the reason why is because you have yet to put in the work of your personal development. You have yet to put in your emotional capacity of know what it is to be emotional intelligence. That's too much work. You don't want to do any healing of your trauma because, it's too much work. You don't want to put in the time and investment in going and seeking therapy or getting you a life coach. That costs too much. So everything costs too much for you to become the best version of yourself. And you wonder why people that have all the gifts, have all the things, all the material, all the money, but yet they're depressed. Yet they unalive themselves because they have yet to find out the true value of self-worth comes from within. It comes from within you. It's not outside of you. And so when we have people that say they're the prize and they place your value based on how they think and they feel, they have the right to do so. But what you can't allow is someone to come into your space and tell you what your value is. That's not how that works. Your value is in who you are, not what you have, not what you've accomplished, but it's in who you are. Do you have integrity? Do you have emotional intelligence? Do you know how to communicate effectively? Are you your authentic self? Do you know how to show up as your authentic self? Do you understand what it is to be a blessing or a gift to your partner? Do you understand the love languages? Right? So there's so many different facets that can add value and increase value in who you are, that so many majority of the people do not have the time, or they won't make the time, and they're not willing to increase that because it's going to cost them some old people, some old relationships. It's going to cost them to no longer visit and go to the places that they used to visit. People don't want that. They want to stay in what's comfortable, even if it's dysfunctional, even if it's no longer serving you. So understand that your self-value, your self-worth has everything to do with who you are, not what you have. And I hope that I can get this message to as many people to understand you increase your self-value based off the things that you're willing to do to change, to combat the old patterns, to renew a mindset, to apply different practices to help you become a better version of you from the inside out. So your self-value has everything to do with what you're willing to put in you, what you're willing to do, what the sacrifices are you willing to make in becoming a better version of yourself. How is that wrong? Why would you not want to become your best self for you? And in the time where you meet a partner, everything around you increases, right? So why is that not the best investment that you will also want to make? You make the investment in becoming the best body that you have. You make the right investments when it comes to your finances, but you're lacking and complaining and won't make and do what's necessary to make sure your mind is stable and your spirit is right, and that you have the ability to become your best self. But in the return of that, you will find a partner that is suitable for you. Why is that such a hard thing and a thing that we don't want to do? So Yeah, I can talk about this all day and every day, but know your self-value. Increase the value within yourself by applying, getting therapy, healing, having the conversations, adding certain implements, certain conditions to yourself that you used to do that you stopped doing to increase what you already have. Increase that by self-value. Add and do the things that will make you a better person, and untimely, a better partner, a better husband, a better wife, a better mother, a better father. All right? So you guys have a beautiful day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.